And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their men in blue emerging from the MetLife tunnels. We're set to go as the Giants get ready to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Aldrich Rosas, the Giants kicker, ready to go. And here we go from MetLife Stadium. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They just do get the play off. Now Cousins. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Cousins. The left side caught by Diggs. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, a 22.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Being chased out. Now the hit comes. And
I tried to
lost
slide.
the football.
Oh,
got it?
man, I tried to slide.
When I see a play like
nice
that,
defense there. Big
I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you,
man.
but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up,
nice play,
to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone
just
down.
got greedy and tried to go like
20-20, but that's the safe
Good
play.
game.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option. Taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Just what you want on a first down run.
Already.
Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Manning. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
I can't get my guy out there fast.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Zebra.
Manning now on 1st down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Anthony Barr coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Zebra.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive.
Oh,
nice
I thought he
grab.
dropped it. Nice
A
catch,
good
dude.
pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Nice catch.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's
such a good
taken
catch
down
there.
at the 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll lose a yard.
Hopefully
and
only
it
going to
brings
give you
up
3, Big
3rd.
Blue, but still plenty of time to get a touchdown on this drive. Just hoping.
Let's go. Zebra.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Open man right side is Ingram. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary
tough
target,
spot
but I
right
think
here.
it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big
spot,
tight end,
man.
but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Let's go. Zebra.
They'll go for it. It's Manning. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Nice job.
Let's go.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Good drive there, Big Blue.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Hey, go 26. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam. 28.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is
There it
in.
is. Touchdown. Nice play. Nice drive.
New York.
Big plays on that drive. Big move. Good job.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling
Chance
on that
to try to
play,
stop. You couldn't
and
get it done. Good job.
touchdown.
Rosas now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line. As Minnesota comes back out here, Charles, I'm just kind of looking down at the NFC North and the standings. Gosh, this is still anybody's division. I mean, the Vikings at 4-3-1, they have as good a chance as anybody to win this thing.
They certainly do, and we've seen how Chicago in 3 weeks went from first to last and back to first. So movement is a big part of the NFC North right now. For Minnesota, one more home game versus Detroit coming up this week. Then they hit their open week. Then they go to Chicago, home for Green Bay. 3 straight division games that could go a long way towards shaping that race.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. But with that incompletion, I want to take a look ahead to Sunday night, Charles. Packers-Patriots, only going to be the second all-time meeting between Brady and Rodgers.
Yeah, they met in Lambeau in 2014. Aaron Rodgers' Packers team won the game, I believe, was it 26-21. And head-to-head, Tom Brady had a nice night, 245 yards and 2 touchdowns. But Aaron Rodgers, 368 and 2 touchdowns. I can't wait to see them go back and forth in this one.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Good D. Tough spot again.
Working out of the gun, Cousins going deep for Diggs. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
That was great deep.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Beckham. Oh, some strong running. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5.
Defense.
And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The New York Giants, Charles, you saw their game last week against Washington. Another loss. They're now 1-7, so 5 straight defeats. Gosh, 4-20 since the start of last year and 1-17 against the NFC. That tells the story.
Yeah, 0-4 at home for the 2nd straight year. You know, last season they started the year 1-8 and finished 3-13. Now they go into their open week before a matchup with San Francisco. In San Francisco, could this be the game that determines the #1 pick in next year's NFL draft?
Yeah, I didn't see that coming at the beginning of the season. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Zebra.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Throwing on first down is Manning. The catch is made. Benny Fowler chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays. Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Third and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack.
Hey, gun. Eyes on 13. Hey, gun. 57 for Mike. 57 for Mike. Hey, gun.
Shotgun now for Manning. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, it's kind of
still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
To return, here comes Marcus Sherrill. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Okay, try to maybe get in the field goal range or something here.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Not a really good half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
First drive, I was driving pretty good.
Now, alongside Charles Davis,
I'm
Brandon Gunn getting set for quarter number 3 here.
He went down and scored. And then I put in my next drive, he got a field goal. So that's where we're at, 10-0.
Second half ready to get rolling.
Here.
The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive
He's had long,
this kick.
Sustained drives, and I just
fielded
can't
about
stop.
a yard deep.
We're trying, though.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Zebra.
On first and 10, here's Manning going for the deep ball. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Wow, he was so open.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22.
Zebra. Zebra.
Manning again here on second and 10.
And got lucky there.
On the deep ball. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver.
I need to stop, man.
Third down.
I need to try to
I'm
stop
laughing
him.
to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
I need to make a play. Let's try.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Zebra. Single slot. Hey, you're on an island over. Regular.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
There we go, in there.
Took the contact as he was throwing.
Okay,
it,
maybe.
And the ball drops incomplete.
Maybe he might punt.
I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
Or the mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Gotta stay
He hasn't
with
punted
it.
it yet,
True.
though.
Here's Riley Dixon now.
He's been playing pretty smart.
The way
This
this
guy, Big Blue's
offense
good.
has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here
All
in
right.
the 3rd.
That was a 3 and out, I think.
Sherrills to return it.
Try to go
Well, he wasn't too far
into
from
the end zone
breaking
here.
that. Officially,
Let's see how we
given
might like to
15,
do that today.
And the
That might be a
Vikings
fun
will take
thing.
over here, 1st and 10.
That
It's
might
the
be fun.
Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is
Trying to
probably
take
how
charge
it's drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. The veteran Connor Barwin in on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2nd down, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right.
Slide.
And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 10
There we
that
go.
time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
That's what I didn't do right on my
Sometimes
first
guys
drive,
get
and I
locked
got
into
hit.
such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll try to throw now. Cousins eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Oh,
Now, how about that
I'm
play?
in 3rd
He
down
took
already.
a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage
I feel like I'm
and
always on
slid
3rd
down
down,
to
dude,
avoid
so.
taking a big shot.
All right.
Excellent job getting
I
down
just don't
and
want to take a
avoiding the
loss.
big hit.
I'm pretty much in field goal range. I don't want to take a loss.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Cousins.
Oh, is that intentional grounding?
But there is a flag down, so hang on.
No, I
Big call
screwed
coming
myself.
on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid
Oh,
of it,
I
you better
screwed
get outside the
myself.
pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right?
Oh,
Get
I
out there,
did
and then you
screw
can
myself.
do it legally,
Oh.
but he
God,
wasn't able to
dang
do
it.
so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Oh, crap. Oh, stupid. That's how I do
Unless they
things,
figure
man.
they got to start taking some chances.
Oh,
Here's a
my
big one
gosh.
in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, stupid me.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's going to have to eat this one as
I
down
just
he
screwed the game.
goes.
Dang, nabbit.
Olivier Vernon in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Shoot.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Man,
it'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
That's why I'm just barely an average player.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Zebra, zebra. Zebra, zebra. Zebra, zebra. Regular, regular, regular.
On 2nd down, here's Manning. Trotted Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown.
Yeah, threaded that needle well. Nice play.
Odell Beckham, 49 yards.
Nice play.
And the Giants
Thought I got in there.
add on to
Like
their
me on
lead.
it anyway.
Still plenty of time
Now
left in
I'm
the
in
game,
trouble.
but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32
That
teams
was a
have an emphasis on starting fast.
10-point swing right there.
You know, second half, no matter what, with those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota.
Really didn't play well again.
And last time out, went
I
for it
played
on
well in a
4th
while.
down, turned it over,
34
gave
total
him great
yards,
field
man.
position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he finds Cook. A very solid gain of 27.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He juked him, and down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They go play action. Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Handoff comes to Cook. And an alley to run. He's to the 10. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
A little too late, but that was a good drive.
Dan Bailey now for the extra
point. A little too
point.
late.
Bailey got the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
At least I got some offense, and I scored. Can't stop Big Blue, though. Big Blue
Bailey
is
now to kick this one away.
a Madden machine.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Zebra, zebra, zebra.
Manning to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment. But here, he's one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Giants on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Zebra, zebra, zebra. Hey, gun, 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 gun. Zebra, zebra.
Working from the gun, Manning.
Oh, I thought it was in there.
This time he's got the hookup. It's complete.
Good play.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Manning now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Gun, gun, gun.
Trying to use her better.
Regular, regular. Regular, regular. Regular, regular, regular.
From the gun, it's Manning. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Kentrell Brothers coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Hey, gun, 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 gun. Regular, regular, regular.
Looking to throw on second down. Manning, and a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Giants on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Zebra, zebra. Zebra, zebra, zebra. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
From the gun, Manning. They'll let it go deep. He's got him in. Complete.
Got a linebacker on him. He torched him. Well played. Good play, good play.
That one results in 35
yeah,
yards.
Man. I linebacker on Odell, I think.
Throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation
3rd and 18,
now.
and I give that
Time
up.
for
Good
a break.
play, dude.
We'll come back and see this one out after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Shoot. I needed that stop. Man, I needed that stop. You didn't have a shot.
Manning now on 1st down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 9.
Good game, dude. A lot of fun. Enjoyed it.
Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the
streak
pass.
continues here.
Took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Manning.
Oh, boy.
Intercepted.
Get up, get up, get up. Dove. Why'd I
Picked off
dive?
at the 35. And they
Why'd I
have
dive?
possession, and they have it at the 38-yard
Oh,
line.
I dove. I'm so horrible. Oh, I dove. Dadgummit. Oh, well. Oh, well.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10.
Hey, flipper.
Following the interception, Cousins flushed out right. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. 23 yards on the play. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Cousins. This will be caught inside the 10.
At least we made it closer.
Touchdown, Vikings.
At least we kept the crowd kind of interested.
Adam Thielen, 38 yards. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Good game there, Big Blue.
Bailey now to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, you're almost in field goal position.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Manning looking to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Another timeout called by the Vikings now, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Zebra.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh, I knew it was a run.
And an alley to run. They'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. He goes for 18 there.
Can't take tight end.
Continue. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Maybe draw a fumble. That's my goal. Maybe get a fumble.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down.
That wasn't
and able
a
to
fumble.
push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Zebra.
On third down, Barkley. And he's going to get this
I tried to
inside
cause a
the
fumble.
30.
Good game there, Big Blue.
12
Good game.
yards there as they
Good
move the
game, dude. A lot of
chains.
fun.
Now, this is an example of breaking
Lot of
down
fun.
a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.